there, TJ here, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, we are here in the main menu because something happened with like the syncing, visual, audio-wise. Something happened with the syncing in the last couple of videos I've recorded. So, ignore all of this stuff. We're going back. This is like a side quest that I was trying to do with Father Godwin, and the earliest save that I could go to that was after our night out with Godwin was this. So sorry, no. The earliest save that I could find that wasn't after that night out is this one. So we're gonna go back to this, the ginger in a pickle thing. This is before we went to Uschitz, even whichever one, I can't remember. And it's where I basically just took a little bit of a rest here at the inn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Neuhof. I'm gonna see if I can sort out that quest with speaking to the townspeople about Ginger, even though nobody wanted to speak to us about it. It was really weird. So we're going to do that. I'm going to see if I can't speak to Captain Bernard first and not Sir Radzik, because that was just utter shit what happened there when I spoke to Radzik, and then it ended the quest with Bernard, and I'm like, but I can still speak to Bernard, so why would it cancel that? That was weird and stupid, but oh well. Okay, so Sir Radzig's going to be on his way in here, but fuck Sir Radzig, because I'm going to do something else. I'm going to not speak to Sir Radzig, and I'm going to speak to Captain Bernard instead, and I think he is quest objective A, unless I can actually speak to someone here. Wait a minute. Well, they'll be in bed right now. They'll be. The game doesn't like you doing that. Captain Bernard, how you doing?
Good day to you.
Good day to you too. Is it a good day for everyone else, though? I know who attacked Neuhof.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Uh-huh.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Indeed,
Well,
if I remember
right.
correctly.
They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Uschitz.
Indeed. And
All right.
there you go.
You've gone this far. You may as well ask around in Uschitz.
I'll do more than
There's work
that.
to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. I'll be with you.
He's right there. That's what. Excuse me. That is what really. Okay, but then okay. So, right. I have to walk past Sir Radzik to speak to him, who tells me to go and speak. Who I only have to speak to get the quest to talk to Sir Radzik, who's right there. Okay, all right. I mean, like, it's first of all, I'm going the right way here. No, it's out. Like again, the only real problem here. So, the only real problem there, it's turned from a genuine grievance to a minor nitpick. But it's the fact that it says that the quest fails if you speak to Radzig first. That was the thing that like sent me off before. I was like, why that was so that. Shut up, dog, please. Sometimes, anyway, Sir Radzik, Kabila, there we go. All right.
Greetings. What do you need?
Okay, so that's why that quest fails. It's silly that it fails, but oh well. I have another lead to the bandit. It's not. It's weird that it fails. It's unintuitive, but it's not that big a deal. Wait a second. Why to murder? Wait, did this happen before?
Why choose Merhild?
Wait, what?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Wait a minute, have
So
we
do
done
you think
this?
They're going to try the same thing again.
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere, and we can't guard them all.
Have we had this
But the
before?
bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on.
Hmm.
Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
Indeed, we need to speak to those bandits
If they'd
about that.
stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
It's
But
probably they're probably being paid by the humans. So
Creating fear.
there you go.
Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them.
Hmm.
Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
For some people, it isn't anything practical. I have news about the investigation.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Tell me.
Sure. The trail leads to Uschitz, but we've already done
The
this.
trail leads to Uschitz.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
see.
Yep.
That's all I found.
All right.
Uh-huh. Sure. Haven't we...
I'll be with you.
Wait, why didn't we get that dialogue before? Or did we? I just don't remember. Right, I'm gonna wait. Wow. I'm gonna wait. Because I need to speak to some of these farm members. I need to speak to someone about letting Ginger back. Okay, why is the quest disappeared that way? Is it still there? No. What's happened to the? No, wait. Maybe it's what was that? Okay. Maybe if I go into quests, quest log. No, not you, Mr. Wait a second. That's what a retarded system. That's why the quest disappears. It's part of the main quest, but it's technically an optional objective that I can't do if I've already progressed the quest. But that doesn't make any sense because it's got nothing to do with that. Like, why would I not be able to ask them after speaking to? What? For God's sake, now I've got to reload again. Why would you do that? What a silly system. See, this is the thing that I'm trying to explain to Mank, right? Is that, because, like, every time I have a problem with something, he always blames the fact that I'm on hardcore mode. And what I try to explain to him is that whenever, it's like, no, hardcore mode is the reason why I don't understand the mechanics. The mechanics being stupid doesn't change between modes. Because when I figure out, like, it's... Like, my problem isn't the stuff that I struggle to do, it's stuff like this that doesn't make any sense. Where is it? So, where are they over here? It's stuff like this, where you get locked out of quests for doing it in a sensible order, you know? And you're like, I have to do, like, this is a main quest objective that's technically skippable, but it's still part of the main quest, even though it has no reason to be. Why does the quest get locked out when I do one thing first? Why can't I just do one thing and then do the next? Even though... Like, and stuff like this is really annoying, right? I get that you're not allowed to be in someone's house because it's a private area, but why is it that they spend all bloody day in their house? I need to speak to them to get a quest. I need to... But this is, there we go. Like, alright, anyway. Zora.
Good morning.
Sure, we take Ginger back in.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return.
Why should I take him back?
Because he asked it really
It might be
nicely.
his fault I had to bury my husband.
It's not. It's not. Why would you say
else
what?
would he feel but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed.
Why would you react
He
that
didn't
way?
have
He
a
knows
clean
that.
conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true.
No.
He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He
No.
didn't dare come back.
But they came
What?
back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Because they
Why not?
Woman,
They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
what?
And
Why
now
would you
I'm
ask
supposed to take
that?
him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
I'm taking care of the
Those who were after him have been
bandits.
taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
There you go
And
then.
what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
Of course you can. I'm going to take. Let's come to an agreement. I'm sorry to bring you bad news. Everything's taken care of. No, everything is being taken care of because I'm dealing with the bandits. And no matter how much I have to save Scum, I will deal with the bandits.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be
Absolutely.
arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
There you go. Let's go and ask him.
Let the lad come back again.
Absolutely. No. No. Guys, I was right. This is what I was just trying to explain. Progressing this quest locks you out of the Ginger thing. Why can't I just go and speak to him on the way to Uschitz? Why do I have to do that? That's retarded. No. I'm going to find Ginger, and I'm going to test this. Not even check the map since we left Neuhof. Oh my goodness me, I enjoy it. Alright, we're here speaking to Ginger, who probably won't even let us do a thing now.
Return home.
Okay. No,
It
it
was hard
does.
work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Lovely. Okay.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except...
Don't bother.
If you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Oh, okay, brilliant. He'll train me. Okay, so do I even? No, right. So I'm curious about something. First of all, I am willing to waste my time doing this. By the way, to testing this, so I can complete the quest, but it doesn't actually give me a quest completion pop-up, right? Because it acts in the menu at least as if I haven't completed the quest, right? Because, you know, it gets rid of the quest thing. Did I get XP on that? Right, progress, 56%. Now, wait, I'm going to reload the save and do all of this again. Right, here we are. Going to speak to Ginger. We've got this quest now. Right, I want to see if by the end of this, right, when I actually complete the quests and I get to the same level of progress, right, am I going to have the same level of XP? Right, 32%. No, okay, wait. That didn't actually give me any XP to begin with. I mean, you know, now I've actually gotten objective completed, which is nice, but that didn't actually give me any XP, which is weird. All it is I'm trying to check for is I'm trying to see if A, the quest gave me XP in the first place, and B, if it didn't give me XP because I didn't technically complete the objective before the game locked me out of it. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but it was so far, we don't actually know. No, okay, no, alright, brilliant. I'll let the game off this time. It is still 56%. Right, let's get some stuff going on here, and then horsemanship, heavy duty pony, brilliant. There you go. All right, so that's one flaw that the game doesn't have, even though it's still not far from what's going on. Anyway, bloody hell, Henry, as if you're gonna tell me that you broke your legs off that. I wonder if I can actually do any training with Captain Bernard. I mean, it says I can. So defense, is this anything that I haven't? Okay, it'll cost us, yeah, 60. No, what? I'm not paying you 60 to train, mate.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, okay, like, no, I'm not paying you 60 groschen to train. I'm gonna have to do some serious grinding for that, and you can do that, by the way, because you can find archery ranges, which I did in one of the videos, and maybe I'll try again and do that in this one as well. You can level your archery skill by using archery ranges, but you have to pay someone to have people compete with you. The beginner level, though, which is what we're at, is pretty easy. It's beginner, and it's cheap. You win, groschen, and stuff's going on. Where am I going again? Uschitz, right? But yeah, one of the weird things about this game that I don't really like, because it kind of seems like it's betraying the whole point of, well, having no UI and stuff like that, and it kind of seems like it's betraying the point of hardcore mode. It's a very strange way. It's a very strange way of doing it, considering what the point of hardcore mode is. But we're going to do a quest later on where Father Godwin is going to tell us to go and speak to a herbalist or a witch in the woods. And his instruction is to just go into the woods. And you're like, but Uschitz is surrounded by like 4 different forests. Which woods? Like, you know, he says, no, you can find her in the woods. And you're like, which woods? There's one in each direction. So he doesn't actually give you any directions or anything to go on. He just says, go find her in the woods. But then, obviously, how you find her is just the quest marker, which kind of seems like it's well, you know, most games do that. It's fine if it wants to do that. It's just not what I was sold on, if that makes any sense. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. Thief? What do you think you're doing, mate? Hang about. You're gonna... Can I not...
Look out.
What do you mean, look out? I'm trying to bloody run you off the road, mate. Alright, where's he going? Come on. Where's... There you go. Alright. There you go. Whoop. That's the... Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Shit.
There you go. Uh-huh. He's a thief. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Alright. Alright, go. No, come on now. There you go. Uh-huh. Henry, move. Hit. Henry, punch. I'm clicking the button. Punch. There you go. All right. Flinch. Come on. Oh, okay. Come on. There you go. All right. Is this guy behind him gonna bloody do anything? Is he just gonna stand there? Oh. Okay. All right. Sure. Go on, mate. I need you to throw a punch as well. Come on. There you go. There you go. It's done. All right. It's a bit clumsy, but we got that. Do I have any? I'm not doing great on health, but doesn't some rest won't sort. Mutt, go away. All right, bandit. Had enough?
Had enough. Please, leave me be.
Give back what you stole.
What are you gonna do about it? That bloated belly surely stole that ring anyway.
What? Be glad I didn't end up worse. Keep it in. What?
No excuses. Hand it over.
I didn't even. Okay.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Yeah, I need to get better at actually fighting. Okay, all right. There you go. Sir, here's your item.
Really let him go? Just like that?
What?
And did you get the loot back?
Yeah, what do you mean letting go? What? the reputation lost.
I did. I have it here.
What?
Thank
Okay,
you,
anyway.
that thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days.
There you go. All right.
And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Oh, well, thank you, but I wouldn't have thought you were a pinch purse anyway. You know, you were robbed and you got it back. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, mate, you were still. I feel like you were still robbed. If anyway, right, let's get back. We'll do the quest and then we'll see what else happens. I didn't even know stuff like that could happen, but you know, we got it anyway. I suppose what we'll do then, before we actually do anything with the Scribe and Uschitz, while we're here, why don't we speak to the Scribe? Like, isn't this the guy who, he had something to do with us being healed, right? That's, I think, anyway. Hello there, Mr. Scribe.
God be with you.
Hello there, good sir. Tell me, well, first of all, can you do that?
Come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Okay.
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well.
Of course.
Ask away, sure.
That man
First of all, let me just check this. Oh no, I didn't have anything to say. No, not. Wait, when we were healed with Teresa, and the uncle wanted us to pay him, did we get a quest to go and see someone after that, or like we've paid our way? We don't have to speak. We don't have to speak to no one now, do we? About us getting healed. Not in terms of healing us, but like in terms of payment. Like we've paid our debt now, right? We don't have to do anything else. I'd like to learn to
I'd
read.
like to learn to read.
There you go. Let's try and do this.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk.
Uh-huh.
But why not? I've taught all sorts.
I can
Bear
pay
in
for the
mind,
lessons.
It won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Well, I have time, so we can get started.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Especially because I'm doing a thing
I will
here.
require some groschen from you, though.
Of
And
course.
set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces.
Lovely.
If indeed time is of the essence.
Well, I don't mind coming and going. 50, yeah, why not?
Here are your groschen.
There you
Then we
go.
may as well start.
Lovely. So, there you go then.
He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on.
There we go, we're awake. We've learned to read some things. Maybe not loads,
So-
though.
Let's see you read a bit.
Oh my goodness, am I actually gonna... You learned
There's
it...
a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Oh my fucking god, guys. I'm...
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Once I've worked my way through it. Oh, wait, as in I'm supposed to read... Oh, yeah, no, because this is the thing that the game was talking about, isn't it? Like, I pick up books and everything, and I have to learn to read them by, I don't know, candlelight or something like that as I'm going to bed. I can read. I think by this point, what time is it? This isn't the same day, is it? Because if it is... Wait, sit. Oh, no, I'm not... Wait, I'm not taking the book away now. I'm just trying to decide, like, how much time has passed, that's all. So, read. Let's do it. Read the book. Oh, I see. So, aha, that's a cool little system that I like. The words are gonna like get easier to interpret after as we progress. Like we can only read some of the words. So, one addy conjuring going to hit nest of his goose found. Yeah, there we go. Right. So that's the idea. Wait, but then how do we actually get better at reading though? Like I mean, do I just stare at it until the words make sense, or like I'm trying? Oh no, right. So I've read it. I can't read all of it. And now he wants to speak to him. Like, how do I actually get better at reading? Do I just go to bed, open up my inventory, and then click to read a book, or like how does that happen?
I've read the book.
Okay.
So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose. Oh, I didn't realize. Wait, I need to read it again. Hang on, I didn't realize I was supposed to actually tell him what the book was about.
Maybe I'd better read it again.
No
Okay.
need to rush. It's always hard at first.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I didn't realize he was about to let me bear with me. So something about a goose and an egg, and it was as heavy as lead. He was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played onto him. But he took it upon himself. But he took it on second thoughts, and soon found that he soon found, blah, 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 that it was an egg of pure gold. So it's about an egg of pure gold when it was heavy. Okay, every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. Surely we can interpret the word eggs. Surely we can interpret the word eggs, right? Because we've already gotten egg. Like, how the hell can we read egg, but we can't read eggs? How does that? Come on. Anyway, as he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give. And he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Right. So he killed. Sir? Oh, you're over here. Okay, brilliant. I've read the book.
Read the book.
Lovely. Sure. Right. There's something about some fellow and a goose. The greedy doesn't pay. Being greedy. Well, it did pay. The being greedy doesn't pay. Okay. Well, it did pay. It's just that he got too greedy and then he killed the chicken that was giving the egg. Something about some fellow and a goose. Okay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Sort of.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils.
Look at
You
me go.
uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters.
Sure.
Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Sort of. It can get
you have
better.
the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Hmm.
To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet.
Read the Latin
now
text.
We'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men.
Hmm.
If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text.
Lovely.
Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I see.
only
Okay.
just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
We'll
You're a
manage.
clever lad. You'll manage.
There we go. Alright, brilliant. So this is just another way that I can progress that quest then. See, this is the kind of thing that I was expecting a little bit more of in the game, but, oh well. Maybe we still will get some stuff out of the game. I hope he didn't mind, by the way. I was eating out of his pot. It's like, there are several ways to progress. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. I've just realized that this... I've just realized that it wasn't what I thought it was. When it said read the Latin text, it's talking about this quest. I thought it was saying that I could now read the words written where Lubos was killed. But no, that's not what it's saying. Read the Latin text. Okay, so unil suet libra tamasu udnon. Okay, yeah, I don't. I'm definitely not understanding them. Okay, what? Well, the thing is, I'm not actually understanding what I'm supposed to be getting from the book. Like, you got qui palsci, like when I go and speak to the scribe in a minute, what is it I'm actually being tested on? So if I go over here in a minute, we're not even going to have time to do anything after we do this in a minute. Once we do these quests, I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Okay, right. So, nope, that's not it. Liquor part of profit? No. No. I wouldn't have actually thought any of these, but
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations.
There you go. That was a bit too obvious because.
Right
Lovely.
away.
Thank you.
No.
Dominate. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Lovely. Sure. New perk point available. Brilliant. That's done. I mean, it was really obvious because the other two options were him trying to read it as English, and but it wasn't English. It was Latin. So, anyway. Right. So so there you go. I can read. No, well, I've gotten a little bit of stuff in reading anyway. Reading. Reading skill influences the ability of your character to actually read books. Without it, any book is just gibberish to him. Higher reading skill decreases the amount of time required to read and comprehend a book. Lovely. New perk points unlock at levels, blah, 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 blah. So we're level 3 reading. Look at this. Colleague. All books are cheaper in shops. Don't care. When reading, you will get tired and hungry twice as slowly as... You mean half as fast? Okay, it doesn't matter anyway, it's semantics, but you'll get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. That's, yeah, I mean, in the flow, sure, why not? I don't really care about stuff being cheap quite at the moment, but there you go, we've done that now. Where would I buy, can I buy books off this guy? I may as well buy all the books off him, and then, let's start trade. Sure. Brilliant. Oh, wow, that's, this is all, about how the Czechs indulge in sin and wrongdoing. Whoa. How good mead is brewed. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. On Prague, on Simony, on tournaments. A skill book on reading. What do you mean skill book on reading? Length, 60%. Progress. A skill book on reading. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Well, I want these then, won't I? Yeah, I want that. Sure. On the obedience of monks, I can always come back and I will read all these books, by the way, but not yet. That's the one. All right, we now have a lot more stuff. I probably won't actually engage in a lot of haggling. It's just, you know, it's a cool system and everything. It's just I'll probably prefer to just like get the all right, I know the price of the item. I'll get the money for it and I'll pay it. I mean. It's just, I don't want to overcomplicate things for myself that much. Alright, well, we finally learned to read, and it's about time. Actually, wait, if I sit here now, can I just... Oh my goodness, I can read. I can just read here now. What if I try this now? Oh my goodness me. Like, while we're waiting for Godwin, how about I just do that? Like, no, other. There you go, be an other. Primer. There you go, let's learn a thing about doing this. Read. Primer. Barbar black sheep. Have you any wool? You'll find out in our latest publication. A primer for the 15th century. Coming soon to a scriptorium near you. Study. Brilliant. Wait, progress. But, yeah. Okay, brilliant. So that's how that works then. How long do you want to read? This book won't take that long to finish. Okay, right. Well, I'll tell you what. I think Godwin's probably going to be here by this time, so we'll do that. There you go. Guys, I'm reading. I'm reading a book. How is this? I'm reading a book and I'm learning to read. Anyway, there you go. You've improved reading. Yeah. This is the best thing I've done all game. Anyway, Godwin's probably here somewhere, isn't he? He's is this him here? No, it's not. No, he'll just be in here where we found him, wouldn't he? Yeah. Why not? I am really low in health after that fist fight. I'm sure I'll be fine. Okay, no, here we are. I almost forgot, by the way, that I haven't actually done this bit yet. I mean, like, I've done it, you know, I recorded it, but we're still doing this bit. I am still very, very, oh my goodness me, I'm still very drunk, and I'm also dead. Like, I'm also, I have, wow, all of my stats are hurting, and I'm hurting. Anyway. Don't panic, everything is fine. I've got him.
Never show up. Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
And, you know what? Hardly is better than not.
Any minute now he'll throw up.
Uh-huh. No, well, you know what? He's already done that, so don't worry about that. He's absolutely fine.
I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
You'll be fine.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas.
Sorry, that was me. Sorry, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
I'm surprised he can remember all of that. I swear he's got like 2 hours of sleep after just a massive binge. He's doing great.
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof.
And investigated I have,
You might not
and investigated
know
I
that
shall.
Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching.
Yeah.
I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead.
Bribe.
Tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Oh, good gracious me. Oh, we've already got that out of the way. Don't you worry about that. So, give the sermon in church instead of Father Godwin, because look at us go. Oh, dearie me. This was not what things looked like before. Start a lengthy sermon. I start a modest sermon. I'm going to start a lengthy sermon this time. It worked no matter what either way. It's just that because this is my highest speech skill, it would make sense to do this anyway. But I went for modest first time around. Let's try lengthy.
Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I am here to tell you about Mother Church and to show you through my words how she is falling into decay and abandon, how the once great mother of all Christians is losing her dignity and trading in souls like the merchants in the temple. But I am digressing.
That boy has a cheek.
Yeah, it's going all well so far. Right. It is man but God who's the ruler of the world.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world.
Uh-huh.
But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone.
Well said, well said. Wordily.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods and other catastrophes.
I'm not doing it twice.
The cursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Shame. Shame. Whoa, oh, that's the wrong one. Sin is human.
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
Hell yeah.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things.
Yes.
And it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Wordily again.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about.
Yeah.
And whose absolution they promise if you pay enough coin to Mother Church.
Yeah.
What if the devil himself were to pay?
I'll stop.
Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs.
How dare they play
Christ,
dice?
the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
I'm sure he won't take offense at simple. We all stand up for Godwin.
God sees
we all
what
stand up for
is happening
Godwin.
on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts.
Of course.
Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you, and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Indeed.
All honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all
Absolutely.
I hear, Amen.
Yeah, including all that stuff about what's his face, Godwin. Everyone have a good day.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Why, thank you all. Now, Father Godwin, about Limpy Lubosh.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent. And I
Well,
can't
thank you.
deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
Well.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So,
apparently,
what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
All right.
Slow down.
Give me names,
Sorry, but
places.
you didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you,
well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first, they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed.
So I've heard.
And neither he nor his cronies...
how it started, not how it ended.
So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out?
This much we know.
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
So there are 4 bandits still alive, supposedly.
Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense.
Well,
You would make an excellent priest.
Well, I mean...
Anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall, too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try.
Well, absolutely.
Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
Oh, yes, we will. It's all about a skill.
You heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
You do that.
I don't doubt it.
Let's get going. Alrighty then, let me go back to bed. Yeah, so look, the tourney is happening. Yeah, so it turns out that with this this tourney, someone's trying to sell melons all the way over there. Because I already made my wager before with the uncle, he's just gonna he's already taken the money there, so there's nothing we're doing there. All right. I'll tell you what.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good sir. I'm going to get another place to sleep.
Got a bed for certainly.
Sure. A few nights. Go on then.
How about if I pay you for several nights?
Sure.
All right. Money up front, though.
There you go then. Haggle 200. Why? Not worth that much to be. What? No. What? Why 100? Why 200?
That's too much.
Suit yourself.
There you go. What? Hang on. It was like for one night. Why would I pay 200 for several? How many nights am I paying for with that other thing?
You all like it.
Like what? Why am I? What? Why? How many nights am I paying for 200? Like am I paying for 100 nights? Like what would even? How? Surely I'm not even going to be in town for that long. Like all right. Anyway, let me go to bed and heal. All right, guys, we're gonna stumble into bed. And we are going to leave it here as well, but There we go. Yeah, we're gonna stumble into bed. You can't sleep any longer now. There you go. That'll be good for now. And then yeah, sure. I'll probably like wait or read or something like that, but we'll get some food. I'll feed Mort and do all that kind of stuff in the next episode, because alrighty then, the time has come for me to depart. I hope you guys had about as much fun as I did. If any games you'd like to see me play, feel free to suggest them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a splendid full day.
Damn it. Is it done? Come on, please, please, please. No, are you kidding me? What is that? What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ah!